Hello. Mhm. What's with the back passes? Oye, Rafael, you chill. Oye, oye. Nice. Oh, uh, Modric passenger Ronaldo भी बोला अच्छा है ठीक से यार चान्स मिस राफेलले तर मिठो छिर्यायो यार भित्र राफेलले मिठो छिर्यायो यार भित्र ओए ओए नाइस नाइस है नाइस है नाइस है स्क्रिन हालिदिइहाल है नाइस बिल्ड आएर पोर्चुगलले एकैछिन फिल्टर हाल्दैहाल्छ यार That's good. नाइस खेल रहा है अल्फा वाला नाइस खेल रहा है सर नाइस चेपिरहेको छ यार खेलाउँछ राफेलियालाई खेलाएको तर राफेलिया खासै भरपर्दो मान्छे चाहिँ होइन है खेलाउनलाई ल
terms of settling, you give the first 7 minutes very much to Portugal. That one raid forward from Croatia.
लगे क्रोएसियाले अगाडि लग्यो
Space on the right.
तर सकेन सकेन लाइगन है केटा यस्तो कुरा नगर न मौसम भाइ मैले टेक्स्ट हान्दियो क्या यस्तोहरू युट्युबमा आएर यस्तो इलिगल छ ग्रुप ग्रुप पत्तामा पठाउँछु एउटा ओए छिराउँछ क्या
This looked to be a perfect in-swinger from Neto that goes right to Ronaldo's head. Oof. And they all missed it. Three defenders. Two defenders. Ronaldo out of
मिस हान्यो
He's wondering how someone didn't get
मिस हान्यो यार त्यो त रोनाल्डो है इजी गोल हो रोनाल्डो
cool evening at Toronto Stadium. We were a little concerned about some weather that's been floating around. The temperature's dropped dramatically, but at the moment it's staying away from this end of town. We are just a stone's throw from Lake Ontario.
क्रोएसिया आउट द बल क्रोएसियाले पास गरिरहेछ
Remarkably remodeled venue that is the home of Toronto FC in Major League Soccer.
क्रोएसियाले पो हान्छ क्या फर्स्ट गोल त
For Croatian across,
हान्दैन
and once again it's Budimir who's the target, and it loops over the top from the Croatian striker. We've got a lot of VIPs in the building tonight. Davos Suker, Nuno Gomez, great players for either side from yesteryear, sitting there with the Secretary General of FIFA, who is here tonight. And Croatia was able to connect a couple of passes. They've been doing better in this World Cup when they find Baturin between lines.
ल है राफेलियोसँग बल राफेलियो ब्रो ब्रो
Release the pass, and then afterwards the
के
challenger
भयो के भयो
drawn the foul.
के भयो यार के भयो मैले बुझिनँ यार के भयो
Up on the floor. They got a little piece of him. Good call by the referee. Give you an idea of how bright Portugal have been from the opening. 4 attempts in the opening 7 minutes of this game today. They had 7 attempts in the whole of the final group game against Colombia in Miami. Now then, I think
Are they getting free kick?
this kind of range.
Ronaldo यहाँबाट free score हान्यो भने चाहिँ फेरि अर्को हुन्छ है.
I think he's
Let's see.
got one or two
Can we get prime Ronaldo back or not?
Nuno Mendes has scored from a free kick at this World Cup as well. Dare we say that Ronaldo could ever be a decoy? Distance-wise, you feel it's perfect for him to get it up and over.
Can Ronaldo score?
Crowd's hoping. There it is, straight off the wall. Didn't really hit it with too much conviction.
यसले नाटक गरे यार फेरि क्रोएसियाकोले चाहिँ पक्कै नाटक गरे अरे.
Modric might disagree with
ए
me.
हुन त
Here's the effort.
ला
he didn't get enough
ला
to try to get it over the wall.
मिस्टर त के काइदिएछ रोनाल्डोले अनि
Cristiano Ronaldo scored his first goal in a Real Madrid shirt in this stadium in a 5-1 exhibition game victory over Toronto FC in 2009.
You know, and as you watch Ronaldo take that free kick, it makes you think about a player like him that sets an era. How many players line up nowadays to take
राफेलियाले आज दरो ग्याप बनाएर छ क्रस पनि बनायो तर क्रस चाहिँ
Past Stanisic, I think he's got quite a battle on his
एउटा फ्ल्याङ्कबाट अर्को फ्ल्याङ्क रहेछ. नाइस है नाइस है. पेरिसिच राम्रै गरे जस पेरिसिचले. ओए 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 नाइस नाइस प्रेस ठिक्कको प्रेस है नट एटो.
This time Stanisic has Leao in front.
तर आई फिल लाइक अब अलिकति डिफेन्सिभ हुनु.
Martinez header.
नाइस
Modric.
केटाहरुमा
There's Batterina on this
केका नाइस.
side. He's got three players now through the middle, including the tall Budimir.
Being Croatia
Switch was looking for Vlasic.
क्रोएसियाको दुईटा अट्याक अहिलेसम्म दुईटै सुस्तै क्रस दिए.
Luka Modric, the third oldest outfield player ever at a World Cup. Of course, the man who's second is on the opposing team tonight.
ओए के हो ढकल त भाइ नो ढकलै मार्ने. र
In goes Neto.
मैले फर्स्ट टाइम पोर्चुगलको प्लेयरहरु अलिकति कोर्डिनेसनमा खेलेको देखेको यार.
Ondracic.
I've never seen them playing coordination योभन्दा पहिला. ओए जला रुक्सकोइ उबोइ उबोइ जला रुक्सकोइ उबोइ उबोइ.
This is right in front of the Croatian supporters. You can see the sun there, a bit of an issue for Levakovic as it is continuing to drop. Pace on it.
ओए
From Vega.
नाइस 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 नाइस. ठिक छ.
This is an excellent cross from Nuno Mendes, and here comes Vega. He's got the whole goal clear in front of him, and he gets the forehit on it.
Yeah, like-
Back where the ball comes from.
यहाँ बल लागेर यसलाई घुमेछ.
For that near post.
स्पिन हानिसक्यो बल. ल किन त्यसलाई येलो कार्ड दिँदै?
Yellow card. Ruben Dias is protesting his innocence, a reputation for being no nonsense. And you can see there the left
ए
arm.
लात्ने हानेछ बुढोले पछाडि हाने
First caution of the game goes to Portugal. Sucic with the run down the line.
ओइ आउट थियो नि हैन त्यो त लास्ट जेब पाइदिए
And slow to get up as well. The man who scored a fine opener.
छैन है त्यहाँ लागेको चाहिँ लास्ट नाटक गरेर रहेछ यार यो पनि वेसियाको लास्ट नाटक गर्दो रहेछ त्यो मोड्रिक मात्र रहेछ अनि अरू खास रहेछ
First real chance for Croatia to get some numbers.
पोर्चुगल भन्दा त क्रोएसिया माथि के अरे वर्ल्ड कपको बेस्ट फाइनलसम्म पुगेछ यार
Standing over it. It is Modric.
हो राफेले रहेछ काउन्टरमा टैट तर भ्याएन
It was Mendes away, and then coming across is Stanisic.
The free kick came up a little short. Croatia has to take advantage of those.
It's the first World Cup meeting between the two, but Portugal unbeaten in all 6 competitive matches. They won 5 of them as well. One draw between the two was in November 2024 in Split. A Croatia win came in a friendly June 2024. Modric and Budimir the score. A 2-1 victory for Croatia. Yukace was the goal scorer. A 2-1 victory for Croatia. Yukace was the goal scorer for Portugal.
पोर्चुगलले फेरि रोनाल्डोलाई पास माग्यो रोनाल्डोले पास फेरि फर्कायो ओके नेभस
Both seem to be pleased about how the temperature has dropped markedly from what it was like when they would have arrived at the stadium when they first stepped out onto the field. We were up above 30 Celsius. And of course, Roberto Martinez pointing out in the press conference yesterday that his team has been training in the heat of Florida. Croatia have been in Alexandria, Virginia. So
क्रोएसियाले छिर्दै दिइरहेको छैन त भित्र देयर इज नो ग्याप कहाँबाट छिर्ने कहाँबाट छिर्ने
There's the big difference. Roberto Martinez prepared the team for the heat.
छिर्ने त लेफ्ट विङबाट हो राफेलियो इज नट गुड इन taking the ball from crosses or something like that क्या त्यसले आफै लग्छ बरु
extraordinary scenes. The highway
विङ
closed coming in from the airport.
विङबाट छिरेर भित्र एस
It was officially Canada Day here yesterday, but it almost became Portugal Day.
Okay. Nice.
Held up so much they arrived a few minutes
Portugal with the position of ball,
apologetically, but
controlling ball. Okay. Okay, Croatia को राम्रो है.
cultural significance of them being in this city. You can take a wander to the west end of Toronto.
केही सिट्ने बुढो भइसकेछ यार.
Portugal is found, but don't underestimate the Croatian support in this area as well. Not far from here, Father Kaba Croatian Park in Mississauga, 20 miles away. For a big
त्यसलाई बल चाहिँ किन चाहिँ ए भिटिनी आएको रहेछ म को डिफेन्डर हो बल मागिरहेको अगाडि खेल्न आँटेबेला भन्थ्यो नि भिटिनी रहेछ चल्न
Cancelo. That's off Modric.
ए गल्ती गरे
Didn't go out.
त्यसले पोजिसन शिफ्ट गर्दा गल्ती गरे यार नुनो मेन्डेससँग बल पास दियो फेरि पछाडि पोर्चुगल इज ट्राइङ टु प्रेस तर प्रेस गर्ने स्पेस छैन यार कताबाट छिर्ने होला ओके सर के कर रहा है यार
And that was good 1v1 defending. Won the ball cleanly. Unfortunately, they already lost it. And this Croatia is just sitting back at this point. And Portugal's going to have to start moving this ball a little bit quicker.
Nice.
Marcelo cuts in field again. They're looking for the width that they've got on the left side. Now and Nuno Mendes. There's Ronaldo.
Chiraya. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. Cross चाहिँ राम्रो निकालेको थियो This is way better than अस्तिको कोलम्बियासँगको गेम पोर्चुगलको
His manager likes it. One that Pongracic had to get to, you feel. Mendes again to deliver the corner. And once more, it went all the way through and then was met at the back post before going over the top. When we just passed the first half. Portugal have had the better of it so far as we go into our first hydration break.
Awesome.
A safer Ontario means playgrounds with no drug injection sites nearby. It means fewer cars being...
के हुन्छ तातो पानी ब्रेक ल hydration break for adding many people are doing hydration break क्रिकेटमा नि हुन्छ र आइपिएलमा नि हुन्छ है there is hydration break in आइपिएल पनि आज अरु कसको गेम छ क्रोएसिया पछि स्विजरल्यान्ड भर्सेस अल्जेरिया नट मौसम व्हाट इफ क्यापो भर्डेले के अर्जेन्टिना जित्यो भने के गर्छस् लाइक हान्नु सबैले लाइक हान्नु ल लाइक चाहिँ झ्याप हानिदिइहालौँ ल सब्सक्राइबर पनि 2टा सब्सक्राइबर घटेछ यार को मान्छे रिस उठिरहेको थियो होला मैले कति बजी युट्युब खोलेको हो यो यसको च्यानल सब्सक्राइब हाने रहेछु मैले भनेर अनसब्सक्राइब हाने ल वी आर ब्याक इन वर्ल्ड कप
Wonderful view of downtown Toronto.
के थाहा जित्यो भने त जितिहाल्यो नि त्यो प्रेडिक्ट अब कस्तो आज अब क्रोएसिया र पोर्चुगल भनेको चाहिँ सेम लेभलकै टिम भयो आज क्रोएसिया अहिलेको कन्टेक्समा अलिकति बेटर हो कि
Talked about some big moments in this city's sporting history. It's a long time since Olympics. They won hockey's Stanley Cup.
होइन अलिकति बेटर हो कि जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई अझ क्रोएसिया त
Walk-off home run to win baseball's World
हेर
Series.
ड्रोको सर के छ खबर यार
The Toronto Blue Jays came very close to winning it
के छ खबर
as well. And the team that normally plays here, Toronto FC, won a treble.
सबैले लाइक चाहनु भयो लेट्स लाइक
But this one has had all the build-up to make it one of the great Toronto sports
ओके
moments.
क्रोएसियाले
And here is
फल थिएन हौ त्यो त यार ओइ हान्छ क्या क्रोएसियाले
Arena. Shot repelled, forced wide. Perisic now.
क्रस फ्रम पेरिसिच भ्याएन क्रोएसियाको काउन्टर फेरि कस्तो अनएक्सपेक्टेड छ यार बल यहाँ हुन्छ है अर्को एकछिनपछि हेर्दा अहिले क्रोएसियाले गोल हान्थ्यो
Modric expertly finding space. Via Sucic, it's with Stanisic. Now Vlasic.
यो यार यिनीहरूको त पेरिसिच गेरिसिच हुन्छ नाम
Shutalo has been
पेरिसिच मेरिसिच पेरिसिच द बल भेरिसिच मेरिसिच केरिसिच भन्छ
that first game against England where they conceded 4 with Pongracic, which has meant that the teenager Luka Vuskovic has been on the bench. One of those that they see as part of Croatia's future, though. A future being ushered in by some wonderful servants.
Croatia holding position for now. Modric has the ball. Modric passes to the defender. Oh my god, oh my god. Costo cross.
Vlasic. That arena in support.
What?
And now
Offside.
the flag is up.
Offside. Offside. Oh, त्यो अर्जेन्टिनाको फ्यान रहेछ यार त्यहाँ एउटा क्यामेराम्यान He's still in there, man.
Yeah, it seems like he's about a step ahead.
Great Canadian singer Nelly Furtado in the building this evening, and she's just seen herself on the screen as well.
Nelly Furtado, eh? Who Nelly Furtado भने त चिने Nelly Furtado भने
Portugal is a team. They have an excellent trio in the middle of the field in Neves, Vitinha, and Bruno Fernandes, and they like to play down the middle. But in order to do that, they're going to have to open up the field and really have Leao on one side, basically standing on the line, and here Neto on the other one.
त्यस्तो छैन मौसम
Open them up more.
Marcelo trying to open them up now. Good ball into the box all the way through.
वे कस्तो
It evades Ronaldo, who was arriving into the 6-yard box.
नाइस यो म्याच चाहिँ अलिकति इन्ट्रेस्टिङ हुन्छ जस्तो लागिरहेछ है मलाई
They have to open up the field. And Neto cuts inside and hits a great in-swinger. Ronaldo is inches away from getting another World Cup goal.
के अरे मौसम सुन्न के अरे
Well, he's already the first player to score at 6 World Cups, of course.
के अरे त्यो के अरे युट्युबमा के अरे पोर्चुगल भर्सेस वाचलङ भन्ने सर्च हाल्यो भने चाहिँ आउँदो रहेछ क्या त्यो फिफा पेस खेलेको म्याचेसहरू देखाउने आउँदो रहेछ क्या मैले त्यस्तै गरेँ पछि क्या 3.4K 5K मा चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ
Taking on the Bayern Munich man on his own.
थ्री पोइन्ट 4K 5K वाचिङ हुन्छ हाम्रो त्यस्तो कहिले हुने भने कसरी गर्ने त्यो कहाँबाट ल्याउने गेम प्ले चाहिँ त्यो गर्नु त गर्ने गेम प्ले नै ल्याउन आउँदैन मलाई तर पोर्चुगलको क्विक काउन्टर चाहिँ लास्ट हावा चाहिँ
Neto. Marcelo. Portugal were inches away from defeat against Colombia in their last group stage match. The length of the toe of Davinson Sanchez, the only difference between defeat and the draw they got in Miami. But they've looked more assured, more confident. Vitinha said yesterday that
ए भाइ
game run away from them a little bit in
लेफ्टमा
the stages of
त्यत्रो
the
ग्याप छ त ब्रो लेफ्टमा दिएन लेफ्टमा किन राइटमा किन फिल्ड ब्याक खेलाएर
set about this task
यत्रो
tonight.
स्पेस छ छिर्नलाई
More
लेफ्टमा
intensity. And the applause at the moment is coming from
I'm
their
just
head coach, the man who led Belgium to their best World Cup campaign in 2018.
nice from Nuno Mendes.
Managed to get back to his feet, and the referee
Pass to Ronaldo. Ronaldo passes to Rafaelio. Rafaelio trying to make an space but cannot and passes back again. João Neves has the ball. João Neves crosses. With that with the ball. Bruno Fernandes gives the pass. Nuno Mendes has the ball. But
Mendes again.
that's not a fall. Will Portugal be able to score this? No. Again. Rebound. Okay.
And it's behind for another corner.
Okay. All corner by Portugal. Portugal is pressing well.
Sequence starts with a Bruno Fernandes run into the box from midfield. This is what's going to help them to create opportunities. Here's Bruno Fernandes with an excellent ball across the box. Livakovic does a good job there getting the hands on it and pushing it for a corner.
They are with the corner, they play it short. Mendes.
Mendes is the ball. Mendes takes a shot. And hand go appeal, but referee doesn't give an appeal. Croatia trying to take the ball, but nice from the defender. Try can reach advantage. Not fall says the referee, but very nice try from Portugal.
That'll be a foul. Every moment, every fall, every decision met with huge cries from both sets of supporters. That was the challenge from Batarina, and then there's the foul on Vitinha as called by the referee.
Croatia was flying counter. Brilliant. It was a brilliant pass, but the player couldn't reach the ball. Nuno Mendes retrieves the ball. Okay, Portugal with the counter. Will Portugal be able to score? Ronaldo gets the ball. Ronaldo passes to Rafaelio. Rafaelio to Bruno Fernandes.
That was a good idea from Yukace trying to find him over the top.
Possession very much going Portugal's way. You think, though, Tab, to a certain extent, Croatia won't mind losing that particular battle at the moment?
Yeah, I think Croatia looks comfortable. They came out of the hydration break with their line a little bit higher, and maybe that's helping them. But they're going to need runs like the one that Kovacic just made. You know, wall pass up the middle to break the press. Somehow they have to break that initial press and connect a couple passes so that they can get their players forward. They need to buy a little bit of time to push numbers forward.
Okay, this might be a chance for Isn't this a fall? Fall
Future
away.
realised this time.
ल
Looks like gets a little bit of the knee there. Knee on the thigh.
Neto. Cancelo's outside him, and this time an easier one for Novakovic. And Modric has made the early run, and look at him streaking away.
Bruno Mendes ले बॉल लास्ट राम्रो निकाल पछाडि ल्याइरहेछ
Still got a burst in him.
वाचिङमा हुन्छ मैले बुझिन यार भाइ तैँले भनेको
September.
वाचिङमा हुन्छ है लाइभ भनेको
And he just made a 50-yard sprint forward. We covered his game the other day, and we saw him block shots in the box. We saw him intercept balls in the box. He was all over the field.
The assumption is that he'll draw his career to a close at the end of this World Cup. There is the offer of an extension, another year from AC Milan. And of course, with Ronaldo on the other side, how much longer this storied career goes. Of the two of them, Ronaldo's certainly come closer to a goal tonight, and he's actually never scored in a World Cup knockout match.
रोनाल्डोले अहिलेसम्म नकआउट म्याचमा स्कोर हालेछ
Neto. Batterina was back marking him. This is Mendes now on the other side of the field. Renato Vega. So much of this first half has been played in the Croatian half. You can see the coaches are just trying to wave them up a little bit. In danger of sinking too deep, but then susceptible to the ball over the top like that one. And that was off the head of Stanisic, and it's another Portuguese corner.
कतिवटा कर्नर हालिरहेको छ
Bruno Fernandes out of midfield.
Bruno Fernandes poised to take Portugal's fifth corner of this first half. This time lifted
takes the corner.
and all the way. Once again, just a little glance that time of Sutalo.
तुमी तानेको होला यार मौसम भाइ टिकटकमा नि हालिदिन्छु मजाको ओके क्रस ब्रुनो फर्नान्डेसको पास नेभेसले अलिक ढिलो खेलायो क्या यो क्रस फ्रम मेन्डेस गोज ब्याक अलिकति ढिलो भयो त्यो ढिलो थियो यार
Well, just 7% of this match has been played in Portugal's defensive third of the field. Croatia very much used to playing with their backs up against their massed ranks of supporters behind them. They weren't totally convincing here in their victory over Panama. It was one of those days where they kind of got the job done. They put Budimir into the game at half-time. He rewarded them with a goal. Not really mentioned his name too much, but here's a chance to look on board. Vlasic down the right. Sucic picks it up. Support from Batterina. There's players available to the left as well. Vlasic helps it to Perisic. actually get it back. Susic. And no foul again, says the referee. The Croatians have not won too many decisions, and now they're going to try and get some numbers back, because here come Portugal with Daau on the other side. That's the Croatian fans you can hear. Again, marshalling him.
Okay, Croatia level control लिइरहेछ ball.
Ronaldo's little touch. And set Bruno Fernandes away. Referee will play advantage for Croatia this time.
Croatia go.
Batarina. Well, when Croatia have got it up there, Tad, they really haven't been able to keep it there, have they?
No, but it benefits them when they find Batarina. The last two times Batarina was found in between lines there, he was able to put one ball into a winger and the second one to Kovacic in the center, and then make that overlapping run on the left side. They need to find him a little bit more and see if he can come back a little bit more and combine to help Croatia get out.
We'll have 4 added minutes at the end of this first half. A goalless first half at the Toronto Stadium. The winner is heading to Texas, to Dallas, for a round of 16 tie on Monday, July 6th against Spain. Comfortable winners today over Austria. There's a Spaniard who will relish that. He was actually asked about it in the press conference yesterday, and he said you just cannot allow yourself to look that far ahead at the moment. Vitinha.
Near the wall.
Portugal just having their way with the ball in this first half. There's going to be a fatigue factor as well, though, Tab, isn't there, for Croatia, if they don't get a little bit more of the ball, even if they are happy to sit back a bit.
At some point, you know, you have to move your lines up and you have to start sending numbers, and you can only do that when you're able to hold on to possession for 2 or 3 passes. That's what allows you the time for some of the other players to get up the field, and then you can find them in support. They have not been able to do that but 2 or 3 times this whole half.
Game भइरहेको यार.
Into added time. With a foul on the far side from Sucic.
Game भइरहेको यार.
Not much there, just a little push.
Croatia are going to want this breather a little bit more than Portugal at the moment. I think they'd be quite happy to keep this going.
Portugal continuous push हाल्दैछ यार. Wait, cross. Been good chance. Rafaelio.
He can't control the volley and sends it.
Nice. Extra time सम्म जान्छ जस्तो लागिरहेको छ मलाई.
And another good ball from the right side, another in-swinging ball from Neto. And Daau tries to volley right-footed. That was a pretty good opportunity. Should have probably done a little better with that one.
Rather sums up the first half for Budimir. He's been a lone front man as the blue shirts have sunk almost constantly back to their own 18-yard box.
But I'm not sure Croatia would be too unhappy with their performance so far.
Budimir's had only 6 touches since the 17th minute, so you wonder what that man is thinking as he prepares his half-time team talk. Very animated, Roberto Martinez. The Portuguese media were quite animated with him yesterday as well. Just the victory over Uzbekistan. As Budimir this time wins a free kick. Both sides, remember, finished second in their group.
मेरो पछि नै उ क्र्यास हानिरहेछ यार के हो यसको किन यस्तो युज हान्ने हो यसले किन गर्छ जस्तो लाग्यो है यो टिकटकले ऊहरू बस्छ क्या अब म्याचै हेर्न नमिल्ने गरी
When England scored those 2 quick goals against Panama that put them in first place to stay.
Yes, it was a topsy-turvy day across those groups, Group L and Group K, that these two teams played in. Another Croatian free kick taken quickly for Yukace, who scored from this kind of range in Philadelphia in that victory over Ghana. This is Kovacic.
Okay lah. के हुन्छ गेस ल एक्स्ट्रा टाइमसँग जान्छ होला जाँदैन होला लास्टै थाहा मेरो पिसीको यार मैले मेरो त्यो उनी आज चाहिँ गराएको थियो बिहान उठेदेखि सिनारियो पर्फर्मेन्समा राख्नुपर्ने बिहानै घुमाएन नि अब मैले पिसी पनि पर्फर्म I think game extra time में जान्छ extra time मा जुन भयो टिमले स्कोर हान्छ अनि स्कोर हानिसकेपछि अनि त्यसपछि जित्छ हैन अब को टिमले कति गोल हान्छ भने मैले both team scores अनि I don't know Portugal 2 Croatia 1 मेरो गेस थियो अहिलेलाई चाहिँ त्यो गेस थाहा मन परेन Yes, wait to wait for the turn.
Chances, I would call them. But I think what's really fascinating when you watch Cristiano Ronaldo play live in a stadium is you can see just how hard he works to get into good goal-scoring positions. Doesn't do a huge amount of work defensively, but he doesn't need to. You know, and again, it's just you watch the run where he comes from deep, the ball's on the opposite side, and as a defender, you have to know where he is. Makes a great little inside move. Just doesn't quite connect on that. He finds that fullback center back channel, that space between the fullback and the center back, and he just explodes into that space at the last minute when that ball's being delivered. He wanted a foul, there wasn't one to be had there. And then obviously the free kick, not his best effort, but when we saw it get given, we thought for sure Cristiano Ronaldo is going to line up on this. And this is another opportunity where he makes that run in between the fullback and the center back. But give Croatia credit. They have defended exceptionally well. The two center backs, Šutalo and Pongracic, have been magnificent. And they're going to have to be in this 45 minutes to come if they're going to propel Cristiano Ronaldo.
When you see the way when Ronaldo's making those runs, they're not fully linear. There's always a little bend to it, and that bend is coming off the shoulder of a defender and running across a couple more defenders in an effort to make space for himself and to take defenders by surprise. It works really, really well. It's really great when you can see that tracking on that replay that we did there, because you can see the little bend and when he chooses to make that move and try to get around defenders.
It has felt like one-way traffic so far in the first half of this game. Now it's still 0-0, so obviously Croatia are still very much in it. Is it more one-sided than you expect it to be, Jason?
A little bit. I had hoped that Croatia would have periods of the first half where they would dominate possession, where they would have control of the ball, and that Luka Modric would kind of take over the tempo. It hasn't really happened for Croatia. They've looked to try and hurt Portugal in transition. But Portugal could snuff that out because they've got such amazing athletic players. Defensively, their back four is arguably one of the most athletic in the tournament, and they're able to really get back and defend quickly. But it's on the other side of the ball, Claire, that Mendes has really impressed you.
He's been fantastic all match long here. This is a fantastic ball in with a great cutback. Bruno Fernandes, unfortunately, unable to finish that. But Mendes, look how high he plays and how centrally he plays. That inverted fullback position is really strong for them. It's very difficult to defend because now they're having to contend with Cristiano Ronaldo centrally and Mendes centrally. He's also been able to transition defensively very effectively despite playing so high up on the pitch.
What we talked about before the game was Vitinha dropping in between the two center backs, and then Mendes pushing up higher, inverting, playing on that inside shoulder of the fullback to expose the space for Leao, and then obviously allowing the other two midfielders, Fernandes and Neves, to really play right up against the back line. It's causing all kinds of problems for Croatia. I'm not surprised that Croatia haven't been able to dictate it because they've been on the back foot for the majority of the first half. They're going to have to change how they're approaching things at the halftime to be able to get themselves back into this game and get a little bit of control back.
So what do? Do they change their tactics? Do you think we're going to see some substitutions in the second half? What does Croatia do to turn this around?
When they win the ball back, they've got to find Modric, and they've got to get Modric and Kovacic to dictate the tempo for a little bit. The problem they're having is they're not able to get out of their half, and they're not able to really exert any kind of control or influence over the match where Portugal are winning the ball back, they're on the front foot, and they're penning Croatia in their half. That's got to change in the second half for Croatia.
Yeah, they get these moments in transition where they're trying to break through, but Mendes is doing such a good job of tracking back. It's been very difficult for them to make anything of it. Holding the ball in the middle of the pitch, and they got to find a way to get Batterina on the ball. Like, he has to get the ball into his feet. Creative young player who can shoot from distance. They have to get him on the ball.
Big night tonight in Toronto. Two legends on the field. One of them are playing their last ever World Cup match. We still have 45 minutes to go. Ronaldo and Modric fans have turned out full force to see their idol take to the pitch. He's got to see history in the second half. More Coca-Cola halftime coverage is coming up next.
ल हाम्रो यताको स्ट्रिमिङ चाहिँ बन्द भएछ नि त
Play for the ultras. Game over.
Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra Zero.
There's dreaming about it, and then there's experiencing it with Amex Platinum. The trip you imagined becomes unimaginably real. You're seated at the hottest table in town. And just like that, you've scored access to pre-sale tickets, and you're singing every word. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Amex.
What's a parent can do to that?
Yo, Dane.
Yo, JD, you see my text? They haven't lost. These guys are unbelievable.
They haven't lost?
Since 96.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. All in check. I got that herna. I make you work your neck. All in check.
Haven't lost yet.
Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For a limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal. Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For a limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal.
Toronto not the only city playing host to a knockout stage match in Canada tonight as BC Place welcomes its first round of 32 game. A little later, it's Switzerland and Algeria. That one kicks off 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 Pacific Time. Meanwhile, right now on tsn.ca and the TSN app, we've got even more World Cup news, highlights, and reaction from across the tournament. Don't miss a moment of the action. Keep up to date with your favorite teams with tsn.ca and TSN the app. Well, bittersweet night here tonight. Toronto Stadium hosting its last match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Will we get extra time? Will someone find a winner in the second half? History awaits. A huge 45 minutes to come right after the break.
Every 4 years, we make family traditions. And if we're lucky, make noise. Make purchases with the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Plus card to earn Scene Plus points faster and take your tradition to new places.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It happens every morning. Nutrition and fuel to help start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
Got the snacks.
Real Canadian Superstore, a whole world and more.
It's back and more delicious than ever. A crispy chicken sandwich made with
bun chicken, lettuce, mayo, bun chicken, lettuce, mayo, bun chicken, lettuce, mayo, bun chicken, lettuce, mayo.
Tim's crispy chicken sandwich, a new take on an old fave.
What if you could print every idea to life? Your possible at vistaprint.ca.
Back inside Toronto Stadium, Croatia and Portugal 0-0 at the half. There's Luka Modric taking to the field for a game. Tonight will be the last World Cup match for either Luka Modric or Cristiano Ronaldo. No scores so far this take you to the second half kick. Here's Tony Husband and Tab Ramos with the call.
His team will need to get a little bit better in this second half, and Vako Dalit said yesterday, if you're focused and you lose that focus, you'll make an error, and it's over. Croatia are going to make a substitution at half-time, and they're going to bring on the tall striker Igor Matanovic, and Ante Budimir is off. So this is a change that they made at the weekend in Philadelphia as well, with Matanovic coming into the game against Ghana. He's 6'5", so there's certainly an aerial threat in there. He's for Freiburg in Germany. Third straight sub appearance at this World Cup. Here we go then.
Let's start very nice.
The second half underway in Toronto on a beautiful evening in Ontario at Lakeshore, down close to the banks of Lake Ontario, where a cool breeze has been blowing in from. A storm has passed to our south. And on the field, these two teams going toe-to-toe with an early chance for Mendes. And he was looking for Ronaldo, maybe should have gone alone. Barely 25 seconds on the clock as Nuno Mendes forced his way into the Croatian penalty area. Well, almost all Portugal camped in the Croatian half in the first half of the game. Tab Ramos, second half starting in the same vein.
Yeah, and that's what we've been waiting a little bit more of that from Mendes on the left side, and he goes through, and he could have been a little bit more selfish. It looked like he had room for a shot there.
Yeah, wrong option. I thought he should have just had a go. Opted to pass. Leao. Ronaldo's touch. Vlasic away. Here's the substitute's first touches, Matanovic. He loses out as well. It's been a hard night for any Croatian striker, but Kovacic brings them away now. Baturina to one side, and here's Petar Sucic. He opts for the cross.
फिर शॉट आ गया.
Kovacic again. Baturina's out there. And the block is made by Cancelo. Modric.
It looked like Sucic had a chance to take a shot from the right side, but chose also to go for the pass.
Well, that's right.
So I'm not a panic button. I think you're getting it.
Get into the box in the early moments of this half, and both times, or close to the box in Sucic's case, and he scored a fine goal at the weekend. They've opted not to shoot. Matanovic now trying to battle his way.
वो शॉट आंसर क्या?
It's Kovacic. It's the side netting.
Miss. The goal boy wonder.
It got a little bit messy there in the middle, and all of a sudden, Kovacic picks up the loose ball and goes right through the defenders. And it looks like Costa got a little piece of it.
Yeah. Back up. Back up.
This is Croatia's first corner of the game.
Croatia को first corner. ये score आंधी रहा है.
6 for Portugal in the first half. Modric stands over it. Scored in these circumstances the winning goal against Ghana. to go short. Kovacic.
Pressure and rather.
Modric. Now the cross. Comfortable for Leao.
Willa.
Too much of it. And so Vlasic said, well, if you're going to present the chance, I'm going to have a go. And he puts it wide.
And we know Vlasic can definitely shoot. As we saw him against Ghana, he had a couple from outside the box. Leao took a chance there and makes a mistake and left it there for the shot.
A little bit more goal-mouth activity to start the second half, and I think we're happy to see that. Portugal have not failed to score in consecutive World Cup matches.
Wait, nice. Ronaldo, why is Ronaldo playing like that? Can play only the day. World Cup number first, right?
Ratanovic's ball actually breaks as Sucic tries to bring it forward. Now a little bit of space for Bruno Fernandes. Cancelo is outside him.
ये कर यार यार
The game more, it seems like they get into the offensive attacking third and then they turn around and pass back.
One back. It is Fernandes and then Leao rather wastes.
Apelio na sawa bhaya dia. Nice Virginia. Nice.
Ratanovich with the foul on Vitinha. The man from the Algarve sweeps it out to the feet of Leao. So after that flurry at the start of the second half, does it just slow down?
Rafael has the ball. Passes to Virginia. Virginia takes the control. Passes back to the defender. Go Pedro with the ball. Passes to I don't know his name.
Fernandes.
Portugal's going to have to hit some long diagonal balls. If we go from one player to the next to get all around, it's difficult.
Nice. Virginia takes the ball. Wait, he had that but couldn't make the gap. Or Portugal again gains the ball. But referee stops the play.
Those long diagonal balls will help Portugal open up the field. At this moment, their circulation is too slow by connecting with all the players as they go from one side to the other.
And I guess the central point of this is that the man at the top there is Ronaldo, and of course he's not the most mobile at this point of his career.
Yeah.
He didn't have a touch in the opposition box in the first half.
And there's been times where he's checked in where he could actually turn and go at defenders or potentially just go for the shot from outside the box, but he's not really looking to do that. He's just looking to hold the ball and play back.
There's 17 touches in the game, none of them within the 18-yard box for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh yeah.
Ratanovich. Vlasic. Stanisic is outside him. Perisic is at the back post. Stanisic for the cross. It's going to come to Perisic. And Croatia have scored.
ये डिफेंड गरे होला यार यसको सुधा डिफेन्स छ त्यत्रो चान्स दिइराछ अपोनेन्टलाई स्कोर हान्नको लागि And you can see here the कत्रो इन्डियाबाट क्रस दियो है Look how much space are they giving to the किन हेरिराख्ने यिनीहरू
delivering a big moment for this Croatia team. He keeps it tight to the ground and under the goalkeeper's legs. The only place he could go from there with the defender coming. Seventh World Cup goal for Ivan Perisic. And he's now Croatia's outright highest scorer ahead of the watching Davor Suker. They score with their first attempt.
गोल खाइसकेपछि यसरी खेल्दा के गर्नु फर्स्टमै यसरी खेल्नु पर्छ नि पोर्चुगलको टिम कस्तो हावा छ क्या यस्तो कुरामा चाहिँ प्यासिभ खेल्यो गोल नआइन्जेलसम्म अनि खाएपछि अग्रेसिभ खेल्दा हुन्छ
Croatia have just soaked it up and then delivered at the other end. And it started with a
Awesome ball,
on
yeah.
the opposite side of the field where it seemed like it caught Portugal by surprise.
त गाह्रै छ यार ब्याक आउन वाट आई फिल
They won the last 7 when they scored first. And their noses
अब एक गोल हान्यो भने सिद्धो
in Toronto. Second half, whose storyline is dictated by chances for fullbacks. Remember, in the first seconds, Nuno Mendes had the opportunity and he chose to pass when he could have had a go. Sucic, Matanovic, now they're spreading it wide, and the chase is on for Vlasic. Sucic again, on Vlasic, flag stayed down, and he can cross it, and they've got another one! And now the flag has gone up!
यस्तो त छ अफसाइड भनेर छोड्दै हुन्छ भने Portugal is not a good team यार आज चाहिँ थाहा हो यार they are not even willing to do something क्या the team does not revolve around a single player that's the thing के रियाक्ट गर्ने पोर्चुगलले रियाक्ट गरेर हुन्छ र रियाक्ट गर्ने भए गेममा खेलिहाल्छ नि
You almost need another forward if you're Portugal right now, because you're not finding your way. Not only are you not really finding it wide, but you're not having any danger up the middle. Well, they're going to the super sub. Gonzalo Ramos is preparing to come on. Bernardo Silva as well. Leao got there first. Has a go!
Off
the woodwork, still alive and clear.
कस्तो
Close to an equalizer. What a strike that was from Rafael Leao. Had Levakovic beaten. And that time the cross
रोनाल्डो सब हान्दै हुन्छ
comfortable for the Croatian keeper.
he's not doing anything क्या कामै छैन यसको टिममा रोनाल्डो सुपर आएर हेर्न बस्छ न सर्ट हान्छ
It's a response they'll want. It sure was. What a cut inside from
यस्तो प्रेसरमा खेलिरहेको छ क्रोएसियाको टिमले पोर्चुगल मलाई
absolute powerful shot. And meet the keeper. Look at how this is opening out. Bavarina has got numbers to his left. It's Perisic again. And this time it's blocked.
can't take this kind of shots पोर्चुगल यस्तो सर्ट लिनै मिल्दैन नि मेन प्रब्लम अफ पोर्चुगल इज दे डोन्ट क्रिएट चान्सेस
Powerful shot to the far post. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done. inches away from an almost immediate equaliser for Portugal. And then at the other end there, the runners in support. It ended up at the feet of Sucic. His effort draws the corner, taken by Badarina.
Oh, this is the chance for counter, bro.
Matanovic. And Modric into the book for the challenge. Looks like Portugal are going to bring on up to 4 substitutes shortly. Yeah, probably the right yellow card there for Modric as he stops the potential transition going the other way. Confirmation, Modric, second player in the book, 1 for each side. You can see at the bottom of the screen 4 Portuguese replacements lining up, ready to come into the game as substitutes. It's taking a while for them to sort it out. Here's Ronaldo trying to get on the end of this. He's there, and he clipped it past the keeper. But the flag goes up on the far side. The celebrations will be curtailed for now. And that has to be close. But what a control from Ronaldo. That's very close. That is very close.
I don't know, man. He's still not offside.
And we're so used to seeing him things like this. But what a great goal that is. I'm sure that's being checked. Well, they are
Check, फेरि check हुँदैछ है.
waiting on the decision, but of course we have the semi-automated offside. It is being checked. The check is over, and Ronaldo was offside. My word, that was close. We thought the Davinson Sanchez one for Colombia against Portugal in Miami in their last group game was close. That looked pretty close as well. I think at this point we're going to have this whole rush of substitutions here. So Roberto Martinez is going to roll the dice. He's going to bring 4 on. So Neto comes off. Conceição is going to come on. And they've got to adhere the 10 seconds as well.
Double striker खेल्न आँट्यो के गरे.
Bettini is going to come off. And Bernardo Silva is coming on. Bruno Fernandes is coming off. And Nelson Semedo is poised to come in. Well, the fourth official's got so many numbers here, he's got to get his way through. See just how close this offside was. Yeah, that's very, very close. That's a lot for Levakovic to
Last pressure.
it's behind for a corner. Confirmation. 4 substitutes then for Portugal. Bernardo Silva, Semedo, Ramos, the super sub in many ways, and Conceição are all on.
Okay, 9 popular level. Let's go.
The first chance they'll have to make an impact will be from this corner, with Portugal trailing in Toronto. New responsibilities for these Croatian defenders to think about. Mendes, an in-swinger, all the way through. Renato Vega didn't quite get there. Now at the back post as well. Another excellent corner from Nuno Mendes, and it looks like just a touch off Leao that sent it behind. Yeah, he got a little bit surprised by this one. Oh, looks like a little bit of a hold there. And they are holding it. Well, as soon as the ball was swung in, Vega didn't quite get there. Maybe there was a reason that he couldn't get there. Those are always difficult calls. You don't know when the player is just letting himself fall. There's definitely arms wrapped around them, but you never know when the player is letting himself fall or he's being taken down. Let's have another look at it.
त्यो च्याप्पै समाते आके त्यसलाई उ हेर न यो त फल हो नि
These are difficult calls. It looks like he grabs him. He's going to have a look.
फल हो नि
The video assistant referee has asked Espinascus to go and have a look
फल हो नि यार च्याप्पै समा
for a possible penalty.
तर त्यसले डाइ भने हो पेनल्टी त दिदैन होला समाते है अब रेफ्रीको कल हो रेफ्रीले के गर्छ अब रेफ्रीले के भन्छ दिदैन होला
Huge moment now in this round of 32 clash.
After review.
Player number 13 holds his opponent with two arms with clear.
Yes.
Final decision, penalty.
Yes.
It's clear. It's clear.
Portugal will have a chance.
अब कसले पेनल्टी हान्छ
It was a tough call, but probably the right one. You can see a little bit of a pull there. It's just that at what point, right, do you decide when a player is falling or being taken down? He does hold them back. And here we go. Cristiano Ronaldo spots the ball. He actually missed a World Cup penalty in 2018 against Iran. Missed one at Euro 24 as well. He scored 8 of his 9 in the Saudi Pro League this season. And here he is now with the hopes of
Ronaldo. Let's go.
Against a goalkeeper who has excelled from penalties.
Let's go. Yeah. And Portugal is back in the game. Yes. Okay. Another penalty for the backward.
First time he scored in the knockouts. He scores because of the penalty given for that challenge. And how many times have we seen him take a big penalty? Here he is. Makes Livakovic dive early to his right and goes right up the middle. And that Croatia
Let's go.
stalls. And we're all level again. This goal, Perisic. We see the lead for 15 minutes of this round of 32 tie.
has to be Ronaldo, doesn't it? It really has to be in these kind of moments. And with that, we're going to get a quick breather. We might need it. The second half will continue after this hydration break.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll have a cup of coffee.
Are you hungry? I ordered us a couple of hot dogs. Yeah, I could eat. Mustard? Yes, please. I'll get breakfast. Okay.
The world is changing, but with every challenge comes a chance to build better, stronger. We're investing in ourselves, buying Canadian, prospering from our resources and critical minerals. Our plan is to create jobs, build affordable homes twice as fast, break down barriers between provinces, and expand global trade. This is our moment to build a strong economy by Canadians for Canadians. A message from the Government of Canada.
If you're looking for the future of football, it's gonna be me. Capaz que no sabes quién soy todavía, pero pronto lo vas a saber.
That's cute. I'm gonna be so big, I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
So what have Croatia got in response? Perisic will take the throw-in.
We're back, we're back, we're back! Back with coffee. Americano, honey, Americano. Sebelah kota ada orang Croatia aku lihat.
Who is the substitute? Second change, of course, for Croatia.
Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos.
Well, this has warmed up so nicely since half-time, hasn't it? Portugal dominated possession in the first half. They didn't do an awful lot with it. Both sides out of the traps, a little bit faster, a little bit more intensity in the second half. And Perisic...
अलिकति बल पार भयो क्या त्यहाँ.
Croatia in front, but a lead that has been wiped out by a Ronaldo strike. Scored 5 goals in 5 games in qualifying to bring them to this World Cup. He's the central talking point of the team. And yet again, he's at the centre of everything. Drake, Canadian rapper, among those in the crowd tonight. Rafael
Wait, no, Mitchell. Nice. Raphael with the ball. Will Raphael be able to do anything? Nice. Bernardo Silva, Nuno Mendes, Gonzalo Ramos, Virginia. Croatia recovers the ball. Might be go for push. Number 17 going forward for Croatia. He was trying to take that gap, but he wasn't successful. I don't think he was that successful. Portugal is pressing, man. Low. What is that, man? के गरेको पोर्चुगलले डिफेन्स के गरेको हेर न त्यो प्लेयर कस्तो डिप गयो हेर त डिप गयो के हो ल उ धन्न सम्म छ यार धन्न डिफेन्सिभली अवेयर हुनु पर्यो यार टाइम कम छ गेममा यार What the sponsor हो त्यति प्रेस आउनु पर्यो क्या मेरो भाइ के गर्यो होला
Modric from the corner, Stanisic outside him, he can deliver well. So of course will Modric, it's blocked. There'll be a Croatian throw.
And it seems like this Croatia team is getting more and more confidence in attack.
Yukace. Trying to turn and go with it. Stanisic to deliver the cross. It was a healthy one. Suddenly it's Croatia camped in the Portuguese half of the field. Experienced as well.
Now it seems like Portugal needs to settle down and regroup, get a hold of the ball again.
Just wondering if the four changes actually disrupted Portugal too much.
They have.
Perisic. And Pasalic was there, but so was Vega. Just trying to get things together. Of course, it was the corner that the four subs effectively came in for. And Ronaldo is now actually saying to his players, just cool it a little bit. Well, it's bold, isn't it? And managers live and die by the decisions. And Roberto Martinez brought the 4 subs on. Promptly his side, of course, is level. But it's been a fair Croatian response.
Martinez really needed to make some changes, and he did. He went with 4 of them at one time, found himself with a corner and a goal right away. So before we could see the Portugal team even settle into the new players coming in, they were already tied, so they were already playing a different game now.
And he's going to bring on his 5th, Ruben Neves. And look at them break that line. And they're through. It's Sucic! Croatia back in front. But the
So it's a Portugal again.
because the offside flag is up. It's another really close call.
It's very close, and what a great ball there. Sucic finds himself alone in front of the keeper and tucks it into the front post, but he's barely offsides.
Here's the other change. And the number on the board is the number 7 for Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo is being substituted out. Could this be the last time we see him at a FIFA World Cup in a Portugal shirt? He scores tonight. He leaves the field with 10 minutes to play. He leaves a lasting mark on this game, and of course at some point in the future a lasting legacy on Portuguese football that will sit the front and centre of that country's history in the sport. And we said Roberto Martinez was bold. He brought 4 changes on in one go, and now he's brought his goal scorer and his captain out of the match.
Yeah, well, obviously he has all of the experience. Roberto Martinez made a lot of these games. It is a courageous decision to take Cristiano Ronaldo out of a tied game.
Momentum has swung as well.
It has, and I'm not going to make a comparison between players, but yesterday's game Belgium was playing, and at the worst time they're down 2-0 and they take De Bruyne and Doku out, and you would think how are they going to come back without those 2 guys? But that's exactly what Belgium did, and sometimes the manager knows best.
You can't say he's ducked the call, can you? He's made the call, and will Portugal profit from it? Will they get through, and will we see Ronaldo on Monday in Dallas against Spain? He's going to need the players out there on the field to get him there now. Extra time awaits, and it was to go to a penalty shootout. Well, Croatia 4 for 4 at World Cups. Here's how close they were to getting a second. The offside decision on Petar Sucic. and Semedo has done well, and now here they come. Portugal on the other side. Nuno Mendes. Away from Vlasic. Leao. Three in the middle.
Nice, nice.
The heads of the jumping Conceição.
But that's what Portugal needs to do a little bit more, push the pace of the game when they have the ball. In this case, they sent a lot of numbers forward. Not sure that Conceição is the one you want to be looking for in the box for the header, but he was there.
Minutes to go plus added time. There you go. Costa. Well, there's plenty of space in that Portuguese midfield for the moment. And now Conceição has broken the line. He's got a man in the middle, others arriving. And he'll win the corner.
They are making the space.
Look out for the contact as well. Remember, Vega won the penalty. It was converted by Ronaldo from a Portuguese corner on that side of the field. Over goes Nuno Mendes to take it.
And just about every one of his corners has been dangerous.
And Swinger again and headed wide. Well, he got there this time.
That's the second time that Vega seems to get a clear shot at it. Very similar to the one he had in the first half.
Yeah, that was a header that was firmly met, wasn't it? And went just over the crossbar. The moments of Portugal in this second half. Leao hitting the woodwork as well. The chance for Mendes, seconds into the second period. And then really hit with the sucker punch as Perisic punished them. The Spanish media had dubbed this match as the duel between Modric and Ronaldo. We only have one of them on the field now. Shooter low, bringing it out from the back. This is Modric. Calmly brought down by Perisic. He hangs it up. It's headed wide.
Why not get? Why not? You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Croatia looked to have so much more cutting edge in the second half, haven't they?
They have. If at halftime we would have talked about who deserved to be ahead, even though there wasn't a lot of chances, it was certainly Portugal. I'm not sure we can say that anymore. I think this 1-1 result at this point seems like a pretty fair result for what we've seen.
of time for somebody to be a hero then. Matanovic, I think they've certainly been more threatening with him up there as well. You've seen at times in this second half, slowly but surely, Croatia getting hold of the ball in the middle of the field more and starting to dictate the terms. And Roberto Martinez said that they have to take the game where they want to take it to. And it's at times got a little away from Portugal as the board goes up and confirms we're into 10 added minutes at the end of this round of 32 tie at the Toronto Stadium, the west edge of the city. Still blue sky above us. And Stanisic takes no chances. Portugal corner. Stoppage time at the end of the 90. And the header is glancing and ultimately wide.
It looks like Ramos tried to flick it.
It was Gonzalo Ramos at the near post who got the first touch to it. Vlasic comes out. Roscoe Guardiol is on. But Perisic is going to move up.
And Guardiol's had a little bit of an up and down World Cup. He's been in and out of the lineup. I think he's been going through some injuries.
That's right, injured at the turn of the year with Manchester City. It was a nasty shin injury. Came in similar time of the game, actually, against Ghana, having started. Vega sticks a touch in. Ruben Neves. Conceição helps it wide to the right. They've got Nelson Semedo on that flank of the field now. Vega again. Is there to be a winner? Or will we go to extra time? Leao stretches his legs, stretches Stanisic along the way. Diaz.
Well, you won't have. Oi, पोर्चुगलले गोल हान्यो पोर्चुगलले गोल हान्यो हेर्दै पाइन यार कस्तो यार इन्टर कस्तो के हो यो डिसमको यार ल पोर्चुगलले गोल त हान्यो हेर्नै पाइन क्या मैले यार कस्तो रिप्लाई Let's go! Let's go! Yes! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! ल डिफेन्ड हान्नु पर्यो अब ल Yes! तर रियली भनेको हैन डिसमको हैन दिस इज नट ए कस्तो टाइममा कस्तो मजा आएन क्या तर यार त्यो गोल हेर्नलाई यार मजै आएन क्या यो गोल हेर्न साँच्चै होइन मजै आएन क्या त्यो के अरे अड्केर कस्तो मुभमेन्टमा अड्केको होला त्यो यार ट्याक्क त्योभन्दा अघि अनि त्योभन्दा पछि एक भनेको त ला ल लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो या
There is still time. We hadn't yet reached halfway through the 10 added minutes, and we'll go beyond that.
And when you're a competitor like that man, what he's thinking about is how much time do we have left for us to come back?
And Kramaric is going to be thrown on. Man whose injuries have kept him out of this World Cup so far. Replaces Kovacic. Well, if you're looking for a goal, he might be the man to provide it, of course. This stadium absolutely rocking now. And Portugal have come from behind. Pedasucic with the cross. Vega with the clearance away. The latest of interventions from Gonzalo Ramos.
Bernardo Silva कत्रो दौडिरहेको
Scored 7 times for the bench for his club side, Paris Saint-Germain this season. That's a huge goal. Here's the cross into the box now. Basilic up there. Vega heads away. Anyway, will do for Portugal for now, but there's still a lot of game time to be played. Guardiola going in. Leao now can try and break. Well, Croatia are going to bring the numbers, of course. There's going to be some gaps at the other end. That was very risky from Conceição. Here's Vega, and there's room on the other side of the field now for Semedo.
लेट्स गो अझै गोल चाहियो अझै गोल
When you think about gutsy calls, Roberto Martinez changes 4 players as there's a late challenge in off the ball and Perisic is into the book. And then he subs out Cristiano Ronaldo, who had equalised from the penalty spot. His side now goes on to lead.
Martinez made all the tough calls, and they have worked out for him.
Ramos up to 4 goals at the FIFA World Cup. Only Ronaldo with his 11, and the great Eusebio with 9 has scored more. I was walking around little Portugal the other day, walking the cafes, on the walls, the pitches. The Portuguese 1966 team that went so close with Eusebio at the helm. Emblazoned on the wall as well was a big picture of Cristiano Ronaldo.
somewhere
European Championship trophy in his hand. We thought it could be potentially goodbye as he left the game.
ल यो कमेन्टेटरलाई के हो यार कमेन्टेटर
To forge a path to an equaliser, and that could come through this corner.
त्यसले गाली गरिरहेको पुदा भन्दै छ
Nothing doing. Now, they're almost all up.
यतिखेर गोल भयो नि अर्को
Matanovic is in there, and the referee has spotted something here. And he has pointed to a goal kick. He was just saying I thought for a moment he was pointing to an infringement, but he was quickly on the spot. Esperascas and telling the Croatian players there was nothing doing there either, so Costa gets this restarted. And there's There's not long left now. Barely seconds. Depends how far beyond the 10 minutes we go, because of course we did have the goal in the 94th. But it has to be quick, it has to be now, you sense, for Zlatko Dalic's side. Runners-up 2018, semi-finalist 2022. A generation that's brought great triumph and success for Croatian football. Guardiola, Modric had made a run. Sutalo now, outside him Stanisic, who played the 10 minutes, wide to Petar Susic. Modric, he will not get there. It's a goal kick. Is it enough? And is it over? All eyes on the referee as well now. Costa will take the goal kick. All up on the Portugal bench. They want the whistle. Croatia just want the ball back from them. Stanisic gets it back in play. Sutalo launches it forward. Matanovic goes up. Good header. Vega. And Semedo now has space in front of him. Surely he just drives to the corner. They'll keep going. They'll look for another one.
Nice, was Aguilar, nice.
Did he make the right decision? It actually went out for a throw. Still we play in Toronto.
Kru बेलामा जान्छ यार
Fans. Croatian fans can only pray, and still they've got time. Here they come again. Sucic, wide for Pasalic. He needs to get it in there, surely. Sutalo. Pongracic, he sends it wide. Perisic now. 5 in the middle. Here's the ball in. And it falls at the back. And it's gone into the net. It's an equalizer.
ल कस्तो यार यत्रो बेरसम्म नि सिटी नपुगेको यार Oh my god यार के हो यार यो गेम त लास्ट लामो हुन्छ त
Keeps pushing and pushing, chance after chance, and here comes the cross. And there's the header. But it could be offside. It hits a defender. There's definitely going to be a check here. Well, amid the drama, amid the celebrations, is it all going to be for nothing? VAR checking a possible offside. Mario Pasalic coming around that back side of the penalty area. Question they have to look at in these offsides as well, deliberate against non-deliberate touches of the ball. But they will check for offside, and the referee's been asked to go to the screen. And after all those incredible celebrations for Croatia and their supporters, the hope might just be about to turn to heartbreak. There's the snicko on the bottom there. It's going to look at the touches. So there is the clear touch from Matanovic. looking at deliberate and non-deliberate actions and whether it constitutes bringing Pasalic into an onside position. But in that position, he's offside.
They're checking to see if Vega touches the ball intentionally.
Here's the announcement.
Croatia player number 20 touched the ball and headed to the goal scorer. Final decision, offside.
Yeah, this game, oh my god! Oh my god, this game is ambo Q! I don't know, and I feel so sad for Modric.
And there's definitely an offsides there. The question is whether the defender actually intentionally touches the ball and puts him in play.
Here it is again. There is the touch, and you can see Pasalic in the offside position there, but it was the other touch coming through. And a rueful smile from Luka Modric, his old Real Madrid teammate. They won 4 Champions League titles together. Only one of them can march out of here tonight. He's going to have to clear the pitch behind the goal, which is being defended by Diego Costa. That's a decision that hasn't gone down too well with the Croatian fans. You can imagine the scenes of ecstasy there as Guardiola celebrated what he thought was an equalising goal in the most dramatic of circumstances. Look at this clock, 16 and a half minutes beyond the 90.
What a second half we've been able to live here. It hasn't only been about the legends. This has been a great second half.
Question is, how much longer have we got left? What an incredible finish. Well, this is just delaying things a little further, and it's not going to help Croatia's cause. He will watch on. Has his team done enough? Is he marching on? Is it Spain in Dallas next week? Is it over for those fans? And is it the end for Luka Modric?
And I would assume at this point the referee will give likely another 30, 45 seconds at the very least.
He might not even do that with what's going on behind the goal. We've got projectiles coming down from all angles at the moment. Let's have another look at the goal, and we can see the semi-automated offside. So in that sense, that's quite clear. There's no debate on that. And we saw, of course, the famous snicko, the snickometer that was in there as well, just to judge who got the other touches. And what they were looking at possibly was whether it was Diaz's hand on it as well. It is a touch, but a non-deliberate play on the ball from Vega.
It seems like Vega's trying to get out of the way.
We are back underway. How much longer for, we do not know. Surely Croatia haven't got a chance to have another go. Perisic is through the middle, and retreating back is Diaz. Hooked away by Bernardo Silva. Anywhere will do for them. Nelson Semedo will bring it down. They need to just keep the ball, Portugal, surely now. And see out this wild finish to this round of 32 game. The referee's letting them play, but now it's over! For Cristiano Ronaldo, the World Cup journey continues. For Luka Modric, it's journey's end. A quite extraordinary finish. An extraordinary game.
Best for you.
Which is enough to take
Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal are through to the round of 16. The clock has struck midnight now for Luka Modric and Croatia as they are out of the World Cup. Luka Modric's final game with Croatia, and it is a controversial ending to this one, guys. Did the referee make the right call?
He did. Unfortunately for Luka Modric and Croatia, it is the correct call because the player Pasalic was in an offside position when his teammate Matanovic headed the ball. And what the referees have judged is that Vega did not make a deliberate play on the ball. Had he made a deliberate play on the ball, it would have been deemed onside and the goal would have stood. But they've decided that was a deflection, and hence it was an offside.
Yeah, needs to be more than a deflection. Has to be an intentional play of the ball. And you can see him actually almost ducking out of the way, trying to get out of the way of the ball. So in the end, as gutting as it feels, for a goal like that to be called back in stoppage time, it was the right call.
Guys, thank you.
We saw a nice moment there with Ronaldo and Luka Modric. Every player from Portugal
I think this is the one of the best game, not gameplay wise, but you have a oh aha.
another World Cup as none of these players want to leave the pitch tonight. And what was really a sense of occasion coming into the
I know
certainly lived up to it.
you have yeah. This was one of the most interesting game. यो वर्ल्ड कप या योभन्दा अघिल्लोको वर्ल्ड कपमा नट इन सेन्स त्यो खतरा गेम भयो दुईटै साइडले बक्का बङ हान्यो त्यो सेन्समा होइन बट त्यो इन्ट्रेस्टिङमा क्या इन्ट्रेस्ट त्यो जुन भयो नि लास्टमा अफ साइड त्यसपछि गोल अनि जुन त्यो हाम्रो डिसोको गोल हान्न नदिने कुराहरू सरी गोल हेर्न नदिने अब बफर भएको भए गर्न हुने कुराहरू होइन त्यसले गर्दा अलिकति इन्ट्रेस्टिङ बनाए त्यही पनि हुन्छ सब्सक्रिप्सन चाहिँ दिनुहोस् डिसोको मजाले लिनुहोस् है किनभने म्याच एकदम इन्ट्रेस्टिङ थियो आई थिङ्क यो वर्ल्ड कपको इन्ट्रेस्टिङ नै म्याच हो यो अब त्यो गेम वाइज भन्दा पनि अब यो जे कुरा भयो अफ साइड होइन गोल अफ साइड त्यस्तै कुराले गर्दा भयो अनि अर्को एउटा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ भनेको चाहिँ डिसोमकोले गर्दा पनि भयो क्या अब डिसोमको जस्तो खतरा प्लेटफर्म होइन हामीले सब्सक्रिप्सन लिइसकेपछि कहिले बफरै नहुने खालको प्लेटफर्म होइन गोल हानेको सब हेर्न पाइन्छ क्या डिसोमोमा सब हेर्न पाइन्छ होइन गेमबाट सब हेर्न पाइन्छ केही पनि बफरै हुँदैन क्या त्यहाँ हो नि हामीले इलिगल केही पनि हेर्नु हुँदैन डिसोमकोबाटै हेर्नुपर्छ सबै कुरा किनभने त्यहाँबाट बफर हुँदैन है त्यति कुरा चाहिँ याद गर आई थिङ्क यो वर्ल्ड कपको वान अफ द इन्ट्रेस्टिङ गेम नै थियो यो तर त्योभन्दा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ के छ भन्दा डिसोमको क्या होइन डिसोमको यस्तो इन्ट्रेस्टिङ छ डिसोमकोमा केही पनि कुरा बफरै हुँदैन सबै गोलहरू हेर्न पाइन्छ होइन हेर्दा हेर्दै त्यो बफर भएर के भयो भन्नै पाइँदैन होइन डिसोमकोमा यस्तो खतरा छ डिसोमकोले फ्रीमा सर्भिस प्रोभाइड गर्छ पैसा तिर्नु लाग्ने खालको सर्भिस प्रोभाइड गर्छ होइन प्लिज 1000 रुपियाँ सर्भिस राखिदिनु न होइन वेबमा चाहिँ 699 होइन राखिदिनु होइन त्यो भयो भने सजिलो हुन्छ क्या हामीलाई पनि तपाईँले यस्तो खतरा सर्भिस दिइरहनु भएको छ पे गरौँ लागिरहेको छ क्या डिसोमको है सो प्लिज है त्यति चाहिँ गरिदिउँ होला है हुन्छ थ्याङ्क यू है थ्याङ्क यू गाइज सो मच है